Hello there. Welcome to Serenity Study, where I give my philosophical thoughts on the latest forms of entertainment. For my first video, I will be reviewing the first episode of Cobra Kai Season 3, titled Aftermath. The episode starts out within Miguel's subconscious where he's fighting in the All Valley tournament, but as we know from the season 2 finale, he's in a coma after being pushed off the railing by Robbie. So I found it cool how he's metaphorically fighting the coma to break out of it. Because of the school fight, there are other major consequences throughout the episode, as there should be, besides just Miguel getting hurt. The mainstream news does what they do best, which is cover the situation to drive their narrative, which in this case being anti karate, without fully understanding the events that caused the situation to take place. They even cover Moon's little hippie gathering as if she had nothing to do with what happened. But let's just say when you host a party with alcohol and invite rival dojos that centers around exes being around each other, it's just the formula for a disaster. I found this intro to be a creative and well written way to present the past events that also portrays the news in a very accurate manner. As we know by the end of the season that there's a better way to unite these six guys, and it's under the proper karate leadership, not under whatever the news or Moon is pushing. But of course, the school board is listening and will do whatever they can to ensure safe spaces. There's an explanation for why Stingray's not in the season, as he's on probation. Meanwhile, Daniel is there to defend the Valley's perspective of karate and Miyagi Do. However, I like how the writers aren't making it easy for him as they insert characters that say things that real YouTubers would say to be against Daniel. You could even hear one of the writers saying that they think Daniel is the real bully. Meanwhile, Johnny is sulking after the amount of guilt he's feeling about Miguel and Robbie, which causes him to get into a fight and getting arrested again. The main purpose of this episode is to really show Daniel and Johnny at their lowest after last season, which will allow them to have something to climb out of throughout the season. After using his head, Johnny is able to find a way to see Miguel, where he apologizes and gives him a pep talk that will play a major role in his fight in the finale. Part of me wishes that Miguel would have waken up when Johnny was there or shortly after, but I understand them waiting until the end of this episode for a dramatic effect. Meanwhile, we see that Sam is dealing with problems of her own, as her scars cut much deeper than what she's looking at in the mirror. She, like Johnny, has an enormous amount of guilt for what happened with Miguel and Robbie. I know that some may not like her character because of her reckless behaviors, but I find her flaws to be part of what makes her a well written and relatable character. I mean, it's better than having her be the dull daughter of a clone lacking many flaws, or an overpowered independent character who grows up without any mentors, or worse, both. While I'm on the topic of discussing Sam, I think that the character's casting and style is heavily inspired by Jennifer from the first Back to the Future movie. I mean, just look at the resemblance. Because of her PTSD of the school fight, Sam is hesitant to go back to school and ditches after seeing others gossiping about her, another component that makes her relatable. The school board has decided to have security checks, which to me is another complete waste of public school and taxpayer money. What are they going to do? Confiscate Tori's wristwear or Chris's textbook at best? You don't need weapons when you know karate. On his search for Robbie, Daniel runs into Sam, realizing she skipped school. She seems caught up in a moral crisis as she's unsure whether or not she's on the right side of things. Daniel then gives a pep talk to her that mirrors the one Johnny gives to Miguel, saying that when you're in the deepest and darkest corner of your life, you can't just give up or run away. You gotta keep pushing forward and do the next right thing, striving to what you know to be good. Of course, you're going to stumble along the way, but just keep moving in the right direction. Continuing on with his search for Robbie, who's currently experiencing the Southern California street lifestyle, Daniel goes to the Cobra Kai dojo to seek the help of Johnny, where he has another run-in with Kreese. Kreese is all Thanos-like, saying how Daniel's battle with him is inevitable, but Daniel is quick to remind him of the two times Miyagi brought Kreese to his knees. By the end of the episode, Daniel finally finds Johnny to convince him that they need to work together to find Robbie. Sam overcomes her moral unrest for now and is able to go back to school. Then Miguel is able to defeat his coma and wake up in what I would describe as a truly bone chilling scene. Overall, I thought the episode was really good, considering where everyone was left off at the end of season 2. The episode kind of leaves the characters down in the dumps for the most part, which in turn will have them having a greater mountain to climb throughout the rest of the season. In turn, I'm going to give the episode a rating of 7.5 out of 10. Thanks for watching. Subscribe if you liked the video, as I plan on making more reviews, or comment down below if you thought I missed something, disagreed with something, or liked something I discussed. Also follow me on Twitter at ReSaunders99. Till next time, goodbye old friend.